The tension in the air is palpable as our story resumes with an alarming discovery. Unexpected disturbance has been detected in the demon hero Vanessa. The scene crackles with energy as the rasterizer springs into action, initiating the removal process. Vanessa's defiant cry rings out, "Why you?" It's clear that this is no ordinary confrontation. As the situation escalates, we hear a chilling announcement, "Commencing Zero Cup." The gravity of these words becomes apparent as we learn their purpose, to erase hero Vanessa's very existence from the world. It's a drastic measure, one that speaks volumes about the threat Vanessa poses. In the midst of this chaos, we're thrust into the heart of a fierce battle. Vanessa, her power seemingly amplified beyond measure, faces off against Rin. The clash of their energies sends shockwaves through the air. Rin, her voice tinged with disbelief, exclaims, "Did you really fight someone like that?" Her companion, Kai, stands nearby, his eyes wide with shock. He mutters, almost to himself, "She's always been strong, but Vanessa from that world? Wasn't this scary?" Vanessa's eyes gleam with malice as she surveys the scene. Her voice drips with contempt as she declares, "Let me finish off the weaklings before me first." The threat in her words is unmistakable, sending a chill down Kai's spine. Realizing the imminent danger, he attempts to flee. Rinny, her face set with determination, springs into action. "Kai, run!" she shouts, her voice cutting through the chaos. With a look of fierce concentration, she invokes her power, Shadow Prison. As dark energy swirls around her, she calls out to Kai once more, "Run away, Kai, while I'm holding her down." But Vanessa is not so easily contained. With a sneer that speaks volumes about her confidence, she breaks free of Rinny's barrier. "Do you think such a fragile barrier can stop me?" she taunts, her voice filled with disdain. Delusional fool. In a heart-stopping moment, Vanessa launches an attack on Kai. Time seems to slow as we see him fall, motionless to the ground. Rinna's anguished cry echoes through the air. "Kai!" Vanessa's cold voice cuts through the silence that follows. "That guy is dead," she states matter-of-factly before turning her attention back to Rinny. "What will you do? Will you avenge him, or will you run away with your tail between your legs?" These cruel words act as a catalyst for Rinna. Overcome with grief and rage, she undergoes a startling transformation. Her body begins to shift, taking on a chaotic form that displays characteristics of 5 different races. Even Vanessa, in all her arrogance, can't hide her surprise. What is this chaotic form with the characteristics of 5 races? He wonders aloud, a hint of uncertainty creeping into her voice for the first time. Rin, her voice thick with emotion, can only respond with a pained, "Shut up." The battle intensifies as she attacks Vanessa with renewed vigor, her new form granting her unprecedented power. Vanessa, however, is not one to back down easily. She taunts Rinny, suggesting that if she had fought in this form from the start, Kai might still be alive. "Are you afraid that the human will see this form of yours?" she sneers. "I understand how you feel. After all, humans are the weakest and most cowardly race. They fear demons, hate phantom beasts, loathe spirits, and envy wild gods." As the fight rages on, Rinny makes a desperate move. "Solitus Klar," she intones, invoking a forbidden curse. Water droplets begin to materialize in the air around them. "Elme Naziu Fenoria," Rinny continues, her voice filled with grim determination. She explains, "These water droplets are your life. No matter what you do, you can't defend against it, because these water droplets will drip until you die. I will also die with you." Just when it seems that all hope is lost, an unexpected turn of events occurs. Kai, presumed dead, begins to stir. His survival is a mystery, even to Vanessa, who cannot fathom how he survived her attack. "Human, what did you do?" she demands, her voice a mix of anger and confusion. No one could have survived that burst spell at such close range. Kai, his voice weak but determined, responds, "This guy saved my life again." He struggles to his feet, facing Vanessa once more. "That's why I have to defeat you at all costs," he declares. "After all, Rinna risked her life to fight for me just now. That's why I'll do whatever it takes to reciprocate her effort." Vanessa, intrigued by his resolve, challenges him. "Do you have something up your sleeve? Or do you want to show me something too?" Her voice drips with sarcasm as she continues. "I know all about you humans. You're all the same. All that talk about showing me the strength of humanity, potential of humanity, or the future of humanity. But it's all just a lie." Kai's response is simple yet powerful. "I've never wanted to be a hero of humanity," states calmly. "But didn't you just ask me to show you? And let me do just that. Our essence." What follows is a display of skill and strategy that catches Vanessa off guard. Kai uses the darkness to his advantage, moving with a speed and precision that speaks of years of training. For the past 10 years, he reveals, "I've been training hard for this moment." In a climactic moment, Kai lands a decisive blow on Vanessa. The demon hero, acknowledging her defeat, returns Urza to Kai. But as the dust settles, a strange phenomenon begins to occur. Vanessa, her eyes widening with sudden realization, speaks of a world rebirth, a concept that seems to have been introduced by someone named Prophet Sid. As the world around them begins to shift and change, Vanessa hurriedly explains, "Someone deliberately triggered this world rebirth to alter the world. Find that person. It's one of the other 3 heroes besides Sid and me." Kai, holding a sword that Vanessa identifies as the key to fixing the world's alterations, listens intently as she speaks of a hidden past and something called the Forbidden Code. The implications of this revelation are enormous, suggesting that the world they know may not be as it seems. As Vanessa fades away, she leaves Kai and Rennie with a promise and a warning. "Be prepared," she says, a hint of her old arrogance returning to her voice. If there's a next time, I'll face you in a grand battle as a succubus. I'll definitely make you cry with my overwhelming love. Next time, let's have more fun." With Vanessa defeated, news of humanity's victory spreads like wildfire. Jean Anise, the Knight of Light, is credited with leading the resistance army to recapture the royal capital Urzak and defeat the demon hero. The air is filled with cheers and celebration, a stark contrast to the tension of the earlier battle. In the aftermath, Kai, Rin, and Jean gather to discuss their next move. Jean, her eyes shining with determination, reveals her ambitious plan. "I want to leave Urza," she announces, "and set sail to a different place." The seized human federations can be divided into 3. The Eo Federation in the east, the Urin Federation in the south, and the Schultz Federation in the west. They are ruled by the Wild God race, Spirit race, and Phantom Beast race, respectively. She continues, outlining her strategy. "I plan to join forces with the army in other regions and carry out a large-scale operation. We've received invitations to join forces from other regions' resistance groups." The news of defeating the demon hero sparked a widespread movement across the world. Turning to Kai and Rin, Jean makes her proposal. "That's why I want you to come with me. It might be possible to replicate what happened in your world. I will be in charge of this plan. I'll deploy all my forces so that you can use your full strength. For that, I will become the Supreme Commander. So please fight with me. Let's end the 5 races' Great War." Kai, still processing the revelations about the world rebirth and the hidden truths of their reality, agrees to help. "I'll help you," he says, his voice filled with resolve. "Let's end the Great War together." Rin, ever loyal to Kai, chimes in, "I'll help too, because I want to be with Kai." As the episode draws to a close, we see our heroes preparing for their next adventure. The air is filled with a mix of excitement and apprehension as they ready themselves for the challenges that lie ahead. Kai, his eyes fixed on the horizon, thinks to himself, "I'll end the Great War. If Sid doesn't exist in this world, then I'll take on this responsibility. And so, I'll find the culprit behind the world rebirth and reclaim the right world." With these thoughts, Kai turns to his companions. "Let's go," he says simply, his voice filled with determination. Rin and Jean nod in agreement, and together they step forward into an uncertain future.